Hey, so I think by this point, I have already convinced you that Claude is practically a better version of every AI that we had earlier in the market. So, no more comparison from now on. I will just remove these two as well as Notebook LLM and focus on Claude only and show you how we can do better with Claude. First thing first, what I want to do is force the Claude to give the best of its output. And to do that, what I'm going to do is ask Claude to do some data heavy and processing heavy and something that hard to reason with, something that takes a lot of time to do for a human. Okay, for that, I'm thinking of subtitle. Let's see. First, I'm going to download a subtitle for a movie. First, let's see what was the longest movie. List of one of the longest Hollywood movies. So we do have the Hollywood movie, which is British Spark, and it has a length of 4 hours and 14 minutes. What I'm going to do is download a subtitle for this movie. Download subtitle for movie. So let me try that again. Download subtitle or download English subtitle. British were 1993. We want English one, so there should be this right here. And there you go. Now what I'm going to do is get that subtitle. First, let's open a new chat. So first, I'll try to add a file. Let's add the greatest or subtitle right here. So as you know, the subtitle include 4 hours of content. So this is going to be really hard on any AI. So, and this might make the AI hallucinate even more. And that is why I'm going to do something called power thinking. I'm going to ask the AI to think more. Let's see, let's use this extended thinking. And now we have extended thinking, which will force the Claude to think more and act before acting. I'll ask it to generate timestamp based on the subtitles here. But the thing is, there's already a subtitle. Why would I even need the subtitle right here? Another thing that I wanted to show you is that we can tweak the subtitle. You know, there's a job called localization instead of translation. What does that mean? So localization is, well, even though it's a separate topic, but knowledge is power. So let me tell you. Localization is when you make it sound more native instead of professional and translate word by word. Translating is word by word translation, and localization is more natural sounding. And that's what I want from this version of the subtitle. So what I can do here is go to YouTube and look for Anime Girl. All right. So let's look for anime. Cute anime. And I'm going to copy this video link here and go to Notebook LLM and ask it to transcribe it. Maybe there's too many source. Let me, this source. Now I'm going to ask it to transcribe it again. Let's wait a little bit and see what does it give us. But you might be asking, what do I need this for with that subtitle? Well, I'm going to tell you, which is I'm going to use this tone of this video and ask the AI to copy that tone and give me subtitle based on that tone. And whatever comes next, you'll see. Okay, it's in Japanese. I should have thought about that. Let's translate it. Let's wait a little bit. Actually, never mind that. I'm going to give this to Claude and ask it to translate it. Translate the Japanese text. Use the tone of that to recreate the subtitle of the movie. I need the complete subtitle. No cutting edge. No hopping. Okay, I think that should be enough. Even though I'm still using the 4.5 Sonnet. And the latest version is Opus 4.6, by the way. Let's see how long does it take and if it does it well. But before that, let's see what we have here. After more than 2 years of bloody conflict, Virginia were commanding to begin the invasion of the North. It is an army of 70,000 men. They move slowly behind the Blue Ridges. This is the original, by the way, and we'll see what we get after we get the recreated version from the anime tone with anime tone. It's already loading the file. Okay, as you can see, we have the recorded version of the file. Let's load it. Now, all this file is a little bit time consuming for us to read within our time. So let's ask Claude, what did they do? So what changed? Newer version. So it copied the file, data output, and actually the subtitle is identical. It didn't modify or edit anything. Didn't I ask it to create a subtitle from the tone? Well, it didn't. Let me try that again. I want you to recreate the subtitle with the tone of the Japanese anime and load the assertive file here in TXT format. Now it did understood, but the problem is, well, there was a problem. Let's see if I can do it again. And if it can't, let me try Cloud Sonnet 4.6 this time. Even though I do have the internet connection, I'm not sure why it's saying that. Okay, let's try that again. Regensburg SRT and the tone of this. Recreate the subtitle with the tone of the anime transcribed that I just provided. 4.6 extended thinking, let's say. And you can see how it's thinking. It's actually checking the file right now, one by one. Well, The information we got so far is that it's trying, and we can see how it did that. If I click show more, you can see that there are different kind of filler sound, like the anime sound and the random food reference, then different action sound. And how it's doing this? It's doing it by creating a Python script that add this fragment or element to the subtitle and recreate this. So that's how you work with Claude with your limitation. The free version is not really much because it does have a very low token limit, and that is why you need to go with the pro version if you can. If you want the best of every kind of AI that is available in the market, you need to get the Claude, and if you want the best of Claude, you need to get the pro version of the Claude. But think you get the point that this is how you make the Claude work better and work with reasoning. And as you can see, it tried to go with different approach by creating a new software within itself and run it to and recreate the subtitle because it understood that it couldn't do it within this limited token. So there's your explanation. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.